Hey guys, JC Smith here. I want to share something with you that I ran into today. This $6 part, and that's what we were told by a friend of mine who has bought them through International before. This $6 part has destroyed a $12,000 engine, and I'll tell you what we're talking about. I recently got a 2008 International 4300. It is a DT466 Max Force series. I typically don't buy Max Force engines because they're so problematic, but it is what it is. We knew it had an engine problem. It had a dead hole. They told us it was number 6, and I feared this was the problem. But anyways, I didn't buy it for the engine. So a little bit about the truck. It's an '08, it's 4300. It's an extended cab. And if you watched my FL70 video, you'll know that I've kind of been really wanting to replace my FL70, my flatbed, with an extended cab. Something a little newer, something a little bit nicer, but definitely an extended cab. So this one it's extended cab. It's manual 6-speed, which I don't recall which 6-speed. And International doesn't use too many different ones in these lighter trucks, but it's probably a Spicer, but I'm not certain. But anyways, it is an air brake truck. It's an under CDL truck. It is a long wheelbase truck. This truck had a 26-foot box on it. Really rare. If you remember before, I told you it's very hard to get anything more, any of the really long cab to axles. They're just not usually out there. They're usually much shorter because they have 24-foot boxes and guys are going local and they want that cab to axle kind of short so they can maneuver. I need it long. I want a long bed on it. I think I better check on this, but I think I can be right at 40 feet. It's either 30 something or 40 feet in Ohio, total length of the truck. And when I say total length, I mean everything. That's your hitch, that's your ramp standing up, that's it, at the tip to tip. So anyhow, I bought the truck, and I have no intentions of replacing this Max Force engine with another one. My options are, as I'm thinking right now, are to either replace it with a previous generation emissions, or because that may not be EPA acceptable, I may take the cab and put it on a previous emissions vehicle. Now that would be acceptable because the VIN would have to be redone, and then it would technically be the previous year vehicle or previous generation of emissions vehicle. So that's what I may do. I do have a '07 here. It does have a good DT466 in it. It has an Allison 6-speed 2200 series. And it does have park in it, which is kind of nice. And it's an air brake truck. It is not a spring ride truck. Neither one of these trucks we're talking about are a spring ride. Air ride. They're both spring ride. So I'd have to change that over because for what I do, I really like to be able to dump the airbags when we load because it drops the tail end of that flatbed just about 8 inches, which is pretty beneficial sometimes. So anyhow, I'm thinking about maybe changing the cab over, the cab and the hood, because they're probably one of the worst colored tans I have ever seen. This company buys these trucks. They special order them this color. The door jambs, I mean, the whole thing is painted from the factory this color, and I wish they would stop. It is just horrible. I think I can do some graphics and stuff on it, and it still be a decent truck, and I can live with it. But anyhow, I'm thinking about moving this over to this and then changing out the rear suspension and going to an air ride suspension. If I do, I will definitely do a series, on a playlist on YouTube for you. It will be very extensive, very long, a lot of work. The cabs do mount the same from 2002 up to 2010 in my experience, the ones we've messed with. So that shouldn't be a problem. However, the wiring is completely different. And I don't know if they do this on purpose, if it's intentional, but in 2002 to 2004, the bulkhead connector at the firewall where all your wiring comes in is round. And it's the same all the way through. And then once you get into 2005, it's kind of a rectangle. And it's the same from 2005 up to 2007. And then in 2008, it changes again. And it changes from 2008 to 2010. So in order to make wiring work in this cab, I'm going to have to do a little bit of fabrication, which is okay. That's not outside of our realm, our abilities. It's something we can do. It's not a big deal. Anyhow, I just wanted to share this with you. This $6 part destroyed that $12,000 motor. I believe that truck had a couple more thousand miles on it that left in it that could have been used, but it's unfortunate. However, it wouldn't have mattered to me because I wouldn't have used it. If I'm going to build a truck that I'm going to use, I'd rather have something that's a little more reliable and less problematic, so I wouldn't have used this anyways. But like I said, if I do end up building this truck and doing this, I'm going to bring you along. But I just want to share this with you now. Anyways, like, subscribe, give me some comments. I really like interacting with people and, about what we got going on. And I love the conversation. I like trucks. I could talk trucks all day, every day. It's very enjoyable to me. So it's not a big deal. Like I said, just give me some comments and give me some ideas, what you think, and if you have any questions. Thanks a lot, guys. Goodbye.